what to eat. But fasting tells you when to eat. You have a fasting window and you have an eating window, okay? And the most beneficial fast for fat loss have been any fast that's over 16 hours is a highly beneficial fast for fat loss, okay? Usually I teach you to do between 16 and 23 hours fast. Like I said before, I do not teach extended fast. But if you have experience with that already coming into the program, of course, I can help you hold you accountable for that and teach you that. Now, during your fasting window, there are several things that happen. Of course, your body is forced to burn off the fat that you already have stored off. Your body is using that fat as your main energy source. So while you're fasting, your body is burning fat. Fat is fuel. Fat is the calories that we're talking about. Okay, food is fuel. Food is the calories that we're talking about. Okay, so food is just the fuel or calories that your body breaks down to provide you with energy for your day-to-day activities. That's what food is. And if you have any other reasons any other definition in your mind for what you think food is, leave that now. Okay, because we need to change our mindset about food in order to have a healthy and non-emotional relationship with food. Okay? So your body will always preferentially burn new calories, newly ingested calories, as opposed to stored calories. Okay? So when you're fasting, you're forcing your body, and also exercising forces your body to burn calories. Eventually, your body becomes accustomed to fasting. There will be changes in your body, metabolic changes to your hormones, changes to your chemicals that help you to fast more easily, help you to feel less hungry while you're fasting. Okay, and also physiological changes like your stomach shrinks back to normal size, normal anatomical size of your stomach, the size of your chest. Okay, for most of us, our stomach has stretched and grown to quite a large size to accommodate all the food that we're eating because we're overeating. So when you're fasting, your stomach eventually shrinks back to normal size. And then when you try to overeat, you can't even overeat. You feel uncomfortable. Okay? Because now your stomach is back to normal size. That's how you know that you are full. Okay? So you are going to learn when you're full, and I am going to have you stop eating when you're full. Okay? You're only going to eat when you're hungry, and you're going to stop eating when you're full. New normal, guys. This is the new habits, okay, for life. So let's see here. So I talked about, how your stomach is going to shrink back to normal size throughout the process of fasting. Also, your taste buds regenerate. When you're not constantly bombarding your taste buds with all these different foods, especially these sugary foods, salty foods, highly processed foods, your taste buds get an opportunity to regrow and regenerate and resensitize. All of a sudden, after a period of eating healthily and fasting, when you eat these super sugary processed foods, you're gonna be like, man, this is super sugary or this is super salty. I never noticed before. Yeah, you never noticed before because your taste buds were destroyed. Okay, you couldn't even taste what you're eating. Okay, so and if you can't taste what you're eating, you're gonna eat more of it. So that's why they put certain things in foods in the first place. Okay, but we're gonna talk about food addiction in another lecture. But I mean, these are some of the things that you're gonna be breaking when you're fasting. Stomach is gonna shrink, taste buds are gonna regenerate, hormones are gonna rebalance, and food addictions are gonna be broken. Okay, you're gonna learn your hunger signals. You're gonna learn to only eat when you're hungry, and you're gonna learn to break those habits that cause you to eat due to cravings, not hunger. Okay, just because you're sitting in front of the TV, you think you need to eat. No, that's a habit. You're not hungry. Just because you're out at a bar with your friends, you think you need to eat. No, that's a habit. You're not hungry. Okay, just because it's 12 o'clock and it's lunchtime, it's your lunch break, you think you need to eat. No, you're not hungry. That's a habit. Okay, so you're gonna learn what your habits are and what your true hunger cues are. So there are, tons of other benefits of intermittent fasting besides weight loss. There are lots of people who do intermittent fasting for other reasons besides weight loss. Me personally, I started fasting for spiritual reasons, for religious reasons, fasting and prayer. And as a side effect, I realized, hey, this makes me feel awesome, and it made me lose tons of weight. And there are other reasons why people fast. So when you fast, insulin levels drop, human growth hormone increase, and your cells initiate important cellular repair processes which change genes that are expressed. So what does all that mean? That means your body is fixing itself while you're fasting. Okay, all those things that are old and broken, thrown away while you're fasting. Okay, cells, your body is generating new cells. Your body is made of cells, and your body makes new cells at a more expedited rate when you're fasting. Okay. Next, intermittent fasting reduces insulin resistance and lower blood sugar levels, especially in men. So this is really important for people who are overweight, people who are pre-diabetic and also diabetic, people who have PCOS and other hormonal things that are associated with insulin resistance. Okay, intermittent fasting can fix that. Studies also show, and let me tell you, everything that I teach you is based on studies, based on scientific fact. I am a scientist at heart, I'm a medical professional at heart, and I will never teach anything that I don't believe is based in science and is backed by medical and scientific research. Okay, so studies show that intermittent fasting reduces oxidative damage and inflammation in the body, benefits aging and development of numerous diseases. What does that mean? That means that you're less inflammatory when you're fasting. Okay, fasting has an antioxidant effect. Okay, oxidatives are basically bad stuff that accumulate in your cells, that make them break down, that make them need to be repaired, that are associated with cancer and so many other diseases that are associated with inflammation. Okay, so if you have any inflammatory conditions like arthritis, okay, like inflammatory bowel disease, like, you name it, most medical conditions, illnesses, diseases are associated with inflammation. And fasting helps to repair those inflammatory processes. Fasting triggers a metabolic pathway called autophagy or autophagy, which removes waste material from cells. Okay, so fasting makes your body take out the trash, all that old dead stuff that's been sitting there, making you feel low energy, making you feel fatigued, making you feel depressed, making you feel tired, making your skin look crazy, making your hair and your eyes look crazy. This is what is removed during the autophagy process. Okay. Intermittent fasting, like I said, has been shown in animal studies to prevent cancer, has been shown to benefit brain health, has been shown to increase the growth of neurons and protect your brain. It has also been shown to be protective against diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia. Okay, so if you have family history of any of those neurological conditions, or if you just want to be smarter, you want to be sharper, you want your brain to be on go like most of us do. I mean, my creative processes have been so much better since I started fasting. I'm more creative, I'm thinking better, I'm writing better. My brain is just going 1,000 miles a minute because I'm fasting. All that junk that's sitting there in your cells gone. New brain cells. Okay, so neuroprotective. Okay, fast before you take a test. Okay, fast before you go study. Fast before that big important meeting. That is your brain is gonna be so sharp. Okay, all of some of those foods that you're eating, man, are so bad for you. They're so bad for you, and it's such a shame that we really do not know much about these things that we're eating and putting into our bodies. And really, it's not up to these companies that are making the foods to tell us, hey, this is bad for you, but it's up to you to know what you're eating. It's up to you to read the label. It's up to you to eat right and protect yourself. You can't expect these companies who are trying to make a profit to say, oh yeah, by the way, this food is going to give you cancer and diabetes, because how are they going to make their money? Okay, it's up to you to be smart. Okay? So watch how you feel so much better when you stop eating all of that crap. You are what you eat, and if you eat junk, you're going to feel like junk, my friend, and I don't want you to feel that way. Okay? So, and also, one of the most exciting applications of intermittent fasting is the ability to extend your lifespan. Okay, so if you're making newer, better cells, if you're regenerating cells, then all of these things are things that extend your life. So they're doing so much research on intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is a wave of the future. It has been around for decades. They've been talking about fasting since the Bible days. Every religion that you can think of, they talk about fasting. And now science is finally coming around to doing the necessary research, and they're seeing so many scientific and medical applications to fasting. Right? So get on the wave. Cheat code. So, all right, next lesson.